Don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. Tap the notification bell and be the first to know when we drop a new video. Like and share with your fellow American patriots who love this country. And if you haven't even an American patriot, you're someone who believe and love freedom, love democracy, truth, and don't like corruption, hit the subscription button. Yeah, so we have seen in today's Star, yes, and the Observer where, one of Jamaica's most notorious killer is living in Florida. A DJ, Vybz Kartel Palmer. He's living in Florida, USA. And America claiming it's deporting gang members to El Salvador. So whilst they're deporting Hispanic, they're bringing Jamaican criminals to America. But I tell you, hey, this is something else, believe you me. So I wonder how much money he pay for, Vybz Kartel pay for his green card if he have one. Because, some people say this is shocking. They can't believe that this is the United States of America that claims that they're all about law and order. Well, you have to understand that it's not everything you hear you must believe. You have to understand that some things are applied to almost certain kind of people, or people who are connected socially and politically and economically in America. America money talk and base walk. So, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself, because what you are about to hear will shock you to your very core. This isn't a movie. This isn't a Netflix special. This is real life, and it's happening right under the nose of the United States government. This is murderer news. Yes, Vybz Kartel. Yes, Vybz Kartel. The man whose name echoes through the bloodstained alleys of Kingston, Jamaica, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and other parts of the Jamaican island. The man who was crowned Jamaica's most notorious killer is no longer just a shadow behind prison walls. No, sir. This man is now allegedly living in none other than Florida, USA. That's right. The same Florida that boasts Disney World, sunny beaches, and now allegedly the world boss himself. Yeah, the world boss, say my world criminal. But here's the kicker. While the United States is busy making headlines deporting Salvadoran gang members to El Salvador, Venezuelans, and telling the world it's cleaning house and getting rid of violent criminals, a certified Jamaican killer, a man convicted for murder, is being whispered about as enjoying the Florida sunshine like any average Joe. You can't make this up. So wait, America is shipping out MS-13 members by the plane load, but Vybz Kartel, the lyrical Don of death, the kingpin of cultural corruption, the Pied Piper of poison to the Jamaican youth, is sipping mimosa in Miami. Is this justice? Then pigs fly, and the devil is taking ice baths. Where's the outrage? Where's the accountability? How can the same country preaching about national security allow a man who symbolizes an entire generation of glorified violence to walk freely on American soil? This is the kind of hypocrisy that stinks from the Florida Keys straight to Capitol Hill. If Vybz Kartel is truly out here in the land of the free and the home of the brave, there America has become the land of the deceived and the home of double standards. So tell me, are you woke yet? Or are you still asleep while the devils dance in daylight? This is murderer news, and we are not afraid to call out the lies, the cover-ups, and the deals done in shadows, because when the blood of the innocent cries out from the soil, the truth must roar louder than the silence of the sellouts. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and stay righteous, because we are not going to shut up. As we tell you, this is Murderer News Special. Vybz Kartel claims he's living in Florida. and avoiding Jamaica like a crime scene. People of Jamaica, people of the world, gather round, because what you are about to hear will shape the very foundation of justice, integrity, and accountability. So while the United States of America is deporting a man by the name of Pantan, yes, the same guy that we did the video about, the man that they claim, yes, that is Robert Pantan, that yes, he must be deported because he had committed crimes how many years, more than 35 years ago, and did his time, and now they're about to deport him to Jamaica. But this man was recently, as last year, responsible for the shooting of 15 people, allegedly, and the death of over 7 is now living in Florida. How that? How is that? Vybz Kartel, the self-proclaimed world boss and the face of dancehall, who was a convicted killer, not because he was innocent, but because of a corrupt judicial system that we have in Jamaica. Same thing in America. You have 6 people in the United States Supreme Court, in which they are more corrupt than the third world judges them, because they have, in which the United States Constitution state that no one is above the law. But here, you have to understand how white supremacy work. And if you're a criminal and you have money, hey, I just saw it go. So, Vybz Kartel has declared from his own lips that he's now living comfortable in none other than the Sunshine State of the United States of America, Florida. Let that marinate. The man who was convicted in the cold-blooded, calculated murder of Clive Lizard Williams, who spent 13 long years behind bars for his heinous crime, has now surfaced in America like a phoenix out of the hellfire, brushing off Jamaica like a toxic wasteland. I know that if the FBI get to question this man, they'll be able to extract information from him about our corrupt officials back in Jamaica, the judges, the politicians, and the likes, who have contributed to his freedom. Vybz Kartel appearing on the Breakfast Club, one of the most listened to radio show in America. Kartel had the audacity to announce to host Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy that not only that he's not living in Jamaica, he now calls Florida home. Can you believe? So one of these days I might eye to eye, face to face with this man. Of course, equipped when asked if Jamaica is a safe place for him. I live here in the United States. I live in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, what in the name of justice is going on here? Let us be clear. Vybz Kartel was not acquitted. His conviction was overturned due to misconduct by jurors. Not because he has proven innocent. The facts of the case, the damning evidence, the bloodstained reputation, all remain untouched. It was this week that we released a video about the body counts behind this man. But somehow, he's now walking free and living large in the United States. He even had the gall to say, I am just staying out of trouble. I don't want to be in nothing negative. Really, Mr. Palmer, after orchestrating murders upon murders and becoming a lyrical cult leader to an entire generation of misguided youths, now you are rebranding as a peace-loving Florida resident. He further claimed, Florida is a good because it's a hub. You can go to New York, England, LA. It's a nice place to be geographically, where we can just move. Translation, Florida is a launch pad, a base of operations. The same one who once held court from a prison cell now has international mobility and media access. Meanwhile, Jamaica is left with the consequences of his legacy. Guns, gangs and ghetto youths lost to a glorified lifestyle of death and destruction. Kartel says he's avoiding places he once frequented in Jamaica. Oh really? Is that because the ghost of the past still whispers in the pathways of Waterford, St. Catherine? Or maybe, just maybe, he knows there are enemies waiting, people who haven't forgotten what he's done and what he stands for. And now the ultimate insult, this same United States that claims it's deporting gang members to El Salvador by the plane load is somewhere harboring a man once labeled as the godfather of dancehall darkness. What happened to background checks, immigration vetting? Does America not know, or do they just not care? Where are the Jamaican authorities? Where's Mocha? Where is the Jamaican embassy in Washington? This man is just, he's not a private citizen. He's a walking, talking, marketing machine for an ideology that costs thousands of lives. Oh, let's not forget that he's connected to Lord Evil. So we have to do another video about that. So we are watching a global injustice unfold in front of us in real time. And if you are not hungry yet, then maybe you don't understand what's at stake. This is not just about Vybz Kartel. This is about a message being sent to every killer in Jamaica that if you have influence, if you have fame, and if you have a foreign passport or connection, you can escape your past and rebrand in America. But for the mothers who lost their sons, for the fathers who buried their children, for the victims who were silenced, this is a slap in the face. This is betrayal. This is injustice in its purest form. Stay tuned, stay woke, and keep your eyes on Florida, because the real boss might be closer than you think. This is not just entertainment. This is a murderer news. I am telling you. So whether or not you want to believe it, yes man, the killer, the real killer, top shotter, Vybz Kartel, the man who orchestrated the killing of so many people in Jamaica, now he's a resident of Florida. Can you believe? So what do you have to say about this man, Vybz Kartel, the notorious world boss, the man who's responsible for the death of so many Jamaicans? Please let us know what you think. Have yourself a beautiful day.